The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game when emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead. I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off of play action, here's Lance. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd and short. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football. Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles. Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. An excellent run there coming from out wide. And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Working from the gun, Lance. That is incomplete. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for KC. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Quran Williams. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Lance. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 36-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check safety, check safety. Green check. Close, 10. Check three. Quick dance. Come.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Here's Lance. And that's incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
He'll buy some time right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On the move to his left.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Hardman on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Mahomes, rolling to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Steps away to his left. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th it down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Niners. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
53, check 53. Go.
Lance looking to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL and team.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll set up a throw. This is caught by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Here we go, here we go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Watch the pass. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Switch up, switch up. 53 is the Mike. 53, check 53.
On first down, it's Mitchell. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 32 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to win.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quad Williams. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. They're able to haul it in as Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Lance now on 1st down.
Gets this one to use check. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Again, it's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw, it's Lance. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle from 40 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And boy, we talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.